Incentive Program is the latest in a series of money and energy-saving incentives offered by PowerStream to help small business owners maximize their operations by targeting inefficient refrigeration units. PowerStream is a company that actively pursues innovation in energy management and conservation. And with the launch of the Business Refrigeration Incentive Program in September of 2013, PowerStream effectively became the first electricity distribution company in Ontario to successfully launch an energy conservation program that was developed entirely within the company. Up until this point, all prior conservation programs were designed by the Ontario Power Authority. Reagan Bond is Vice President of Conservation and Demand Management, the department responsible for the BRI program.
We looked at what was happening with the provincial programs that we deliver on behalf of the Ontario Power Authority, like all the utilities across the province do, and we wanted to see whether there was areas where we could do more. And so we looked at our commercial programs and we noticed that while we were making great inroads with lighting and starting to make inroads with high efficiency motors, we noticed that not many of our customers were doing measures to improve the efficiency of their refrigeration systems. And we also weren't meeting all of the small customers through these programs. So we thought there was an opportunity there. So we did some research and we, on our participation statistics, and confirmed that that was the case. And then we also went out and spoke to our customers and asked them if this was a program that would help them and would meet one of their needs. And one of the reasons, particularly with refrigeration, is for small commercial businesses, restaurants, and those types of businesses, refrigeration is one of the biggest end uses of electricity. So it is a huge driver of their energy bills. And so we know that there is an opportunity to help them manage their costs.
Currently, the BRI program is only available to the first 1,200 small businesses that apply and meet program qualifications. Essentially, it is an incentive program that provides the small business owner with $2,500 worth of upgrades to various refrigeration units. To be eligible, you need to be a PowerStream business customer, have a peak demand of less than 250 kilowatts, and have at least one commercial refrigeration unit. Once you have registered and met the eligibility requirements, the next stage is an energy audit.
We would have one of our PowerStream representatives, we have commercial energy advisors, come out to their facility and they look around and help the customer understand where electricity is being used in their facility. We also are able to benchmark how much energy or electricity that facility uses compared to other similar facilities. So if you're a convenience store, are you using more electricity per square foot than other convenience stores? We figure this is a good starting point and piece of information for customers.
In terms of refrigeration, we always like to start with the walk-in coolers and freezers. We would focus on the evaporator fans and any lighting inside them. Second, we'd move on to other case equipment where, say, you have pastries in a display case or meat in a display case. Any lighting inside that or the evaporator fans inside that unit, again, is heating up that unit. So we want to get those out, get the most energy efficient fans and lamps that we can inside there. After that, we start moving on to the compressors and we look at the condenser fans. And the biggest issue in most facilities is the cleanliness of the condensers, because if the condenser, like a rat on your car, if it's clogged with bugs and leaves, it doesn't cool your motor, and that's the same thing what happens inside refrigeration equipment. The motor tends to run on, uses a lot of energy, and also the life expectancy of that motor declines very quickly. Okay, Robert, I've walked through the building. I've completed most of the data collection that I need to do. And I think if we can just take a couple minutes.
After the audit is completed, a third-party contractor will perform a detailed equipment assessment to see where that $2,500 would best be put to use. Upgrades such as switching out fluorescent lights for LEDs in display cases, adding night or strip curtains to regulate open coolers or walk-in coolers, or adding anti-sweat heat controls to glass front coolers can amount to huge energy savings. Robert Bazzo, owner of St. Philip's Bakery in Vaughan, signed up for the program to help tackle his $8,000 monthly hydro bills. And Robert says a large chunk of that bill is due to the multitude of refrigeration units found in his business.
Most of it's refrigeration. There's a hot table that draws a lot of amperage, because they're heating elements, but I would say more than 50% of it for sure. The lighting doesn't take that much up, believe it or not. The refrigeration is definitely a major component of that, of that expense.
The bakery is currently having the motors in all of the refrigeration units switch to DC motors. That will not only reduce energy usage anywhere from 45 to 60%, but will also extend the life of the refrigeration equipment anywhere up to 5 years.
It's a win-win situation. You're going to reduce your consumption of energy and help to be a little bit greener than we were before. It's a win-win situation, so it's a no-brainer.
As part of PowerStream's long-term goals of energy reduction, the Business Refrigeration Incentive Program, when complete, will represent a reduction of around 3.3 megawatts and about 20 gigawatt hours, which is equivalent to taking about 2,200 homes off the grid for 1 year. And on average, a participant can save up to $750 in cost per year. If you are interested in signing up for the program, you need to act fast, as this is only open to the first 1,200 eligible customers. For more information, please visit www.powerstream.ca.